Remembering the proud green snake, the bloodwood willow viper, the snake commonly known as the flower snake, thousands of them slithered over Xiaolong. It was truly a terrifying venomous species, yet he showed no fear and even urged, "Yes, bite down hard." Unlike other venomous snakes with hooked fangs at the front of their mouths, this species had small fangs in the molar region, making it harder to inject venom. In terms of toxicity, this was the most venomous land snake in East Asia. Xiao Long gritted his teeth and endured it. If it was even deadlier than the black mamba, then there was nothing more to say. The internal energy techniques of the Tang clan allow me to withstand poison. I should be fine. He thought. Above him, the two Xiao Wugong creatures chirped anxiously. Two are you? Xiao Long, unfazed, reassured them. It's all right, I'm coming out now, so stay calm, my little ones. He stared dazedly at something, the bite marks on the back of his hand. This should be enough. He muttered. He then tried to move his body. It was time to leave, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't budge. Huh! It was the little bloodwood vipers clinging to him, unwilling to let go, which left Xiaolong startled. I didn't expect this. His face tensed, and he gritted his teeth. Damn it, this wasn't part of the plan. Suddenly, the little Wugong creatures dropped onto his head. Confused, he asked, "My little ones, what are you?" But they shrieked angrily. "Two are you?" The vipers hissed back in defiance. Then, Xiao Bin, furious, clenched its tiny face muscles and roared, overcome with anger. It lunged at one of the vipers, biting its neck and stomping on it several times in frustration. Seeing Bin treat the snake like a mere toy, Xiaolong broke into a cold sweat. Bin! The bloodwood vipers shrank back in fear. Xiaolong, now serious, called out. Thank you, Bin. He knelt to pat its head. You all were worried about me, weren't you? The two other Wugong creatures chirped again. Two are you? He smiled. Yes, thank you all. With that, he stood up straight. All right, let's go see Mother. Elsewhere, under the pouring rain, Yin-Er gasped for breath. She watched as Jin-Yi unleashed an overwhelming power in the midst of battle. At this rate, we'll all die, she realized. Another warrior screamed in agony as his blood was drained. Cock! Kcharar! Ugh! Jin-Yi laughed heartily as blood swirled around him. Coo! Too easy, like turning over my palm. He then sneered. Is there no one left who can withstand even one strike from me? Yin-Er gripped her whip tightly. Xiaolong must have escaped safely by now. She then stepped forward, commanding. Everyone, attack him from as far away as possible. I'll hold him off. Send a signal to nearby warriors. Her subordinates responded. Yes, my lady. But the elder stopped her. Yin-Er, you should retreat like Xiaolong. What? I can't do that, she exclaimed. She glared at Jin-Yi and argued. How could a direct descendant of the Tang clan abandon our comrades in battle and flee alone? The elder shot back. If we can't even save our own people, how can we face the clan leader? He, growing impatient, shouted. Enough talk. Just go already. But Yin-Er stubbornly retorted. Spare me the useless words. The Tang clan never abandons its own. Jin-Yi, irritated, smirked and said, Enough running, pray. If you keep fleeing, it'll ruin my fun. He bared his sharp teeth and mused. Well, I suppose this will be more interesting. He then threatened. Imagine the buildings consumed in flames. If that's still not enough, turning the Tang sect into scorched earth should be an entertaining spectacle. A terrifying greeting to herald the return of the blood cult is necessary. The elder clenched his fists in fury. Damn it. He has no intention of sparing any of us. Yin-Er's whip coiled as she spoke. In that case. Her eyes burned with resolve. Even if we all die here, I'll make sure to take at least one of his arms. Jiu Bai, at my command. Understood, my lady. She furrowed her brows, her expression solemn, completely contrasting Jin-Yi's delighted, bloodthirsty grin. Suddenly, a voice rang out. According to Lady Tang Yin-Er, the Tang clan never abandons its kin to flee. Yin-Er's eyes widened in shock. Xiaolong, he had returned, his face filled with confidence. Yin grew anxious as she realized Xiao Long. Why did you come back? Xiao Long gently placed the Xiao Wugong creatures on the ground. I already said that the Tang clan never abandons its own. Then, he swung his arm, shedding his outer robe, and declared firmly, I too am part of the Tang clan. His eyes gleamed sharply as he lunged forward, wielding two short swords. Jinyi merely stood there, watching him charge like a moth to a flame. Yin tried to stop him. Little Xiao Long, no! But Jinyi was already excited, raising his claws. He. I spared your life, yet you walk right into my hands? Fool! Xiao Long leaped high, shouting with all his might. Ha! Yin gasped in horror as she saw the two swords slipping from his grasp. In the next moment, Jinyi seized him by the throat. Energy swirled in Jinyi's palm. Oh? You're offering up your essence blood so willingly? I like that even more. Xiao Long could only grit his teeth as Jinyi's claws moved in for the kill. Let me have a taste! But the attack never reached his stomach. Jinyi scoffed. You reacted fast enough to block with your arm at the last second? Then, his expression turned mocking. Idiot, do you not realize that blood flows through your arms too? Blood spurted from Xiao Long's wounded arm. Aff! He cried out in pain as Jinyi drained his blood. Yin clenched her whip tightly. Xiao Long! Jiu Bai shouted. Save young Master Xiao Long! Crimson energy erupted violently as Jinyi's wicked laughter echoed across the battlefield. Ka! This fresh nectar, so sweet! So divine! Ha! It's been too long since I've tasted a young man's essence blood. With just a light step, he shattered the ground beneath him. Then, as if discarding a mere toy, he flung Xiao Long aside and activated his ultimate move, Blood Wheel, full bloom. Yin swiftly caught Xiao Long. Little Xiao Long! The others were also sent flying by the blast. Cock! Jinyi sneered triumphantly. Ka! That annoying little fly who kept throwing hidden weapons is finally dealt with in one go, thanks to this foolish brat. Yin anxiously shook Xiao Long. Xiao Long! Wake up! She held him close, whispering. I'll send you off without pain. But suddenly, he coughed weakly. No. Coo! Yin's breath caught. Why? Is he still conscious? Meanwhile, Jinyi staggered, panting heavily, drool dripping from his lips. You! What have you done? His hair started falling out in clumps, his once mighty presence withered into that of an aging husk. What? This? Dispersing venom? His body trembled as he took a shaky step forward. No way! My internal arts! How could they be affected by dispersing venom? Panicking, he clutched at his wrinkled, balding head. This is impossible. His voice cracked in disbelief. Who the hell are you? Xiao Long lowered his head, letting out a dark chuckle. You want to know who I am? Then, he raised his finger, pointing it directly at Jinyi's face. I am your natural enemy.